Students at John F. Kennedy High School from Michael Williams' African American History class unveiled an exhibit entitled "Freedom is a Never-Ending Struggle" during February's Black History Month. The idea behind the museum came from Mr. Williams' class and was developed from the dynamic discussions that were taking place in his class throughout the semester.
As we went along with each unit, I constantly reminded them that, okay, we're going to make a museum exhibit out of this. What do we want to do to display it? What are some images that we're going to want to show? What are some things that we want to cover? And as you can see, they came up with some amazing stuff that absolutely blew my mind.
Mr. Williams was the inspirational teacher for the project, where the students demonstrated their creative freedom.
So our last unit, the globalization of hip-hop, when we were we were talking about graffiti, it was the students' idea. They were like, we should come up with graffiti and do that. I was like, oh, that's tight. And they even said, what if we make the sign in the form of graffiti? And so our big joke is like, we titled it "Freedom is a Never-Ending Struggle," and this was the biggest struggle, like trying to come up and spray paint this. It took 3 takes.
Visitors were given a tour of the museum and an opportunity to speak to the student artists and producers of the exhibit. Montgomery County School Board members toured the exhibit and shared their thoughts on the powerful messages.
This whole idea of brotherhood, that people are going to be respectful of individual differences and appreciate different cultures. So, the idea that we treat everybody with respect, that we know our history, we know the history of all of the groups, who've made America really what it is.
And I just think this makes them just more aware of their communities, the people who they're in the classroom with, and it just makes them more thoughtful and hopefully more engaged.
The students reflected on their experience in class.
I think if everyone were to look at themselves instead of other people to blame, if we look at ourselves and see what can I change, what can I do to make a difference, then that's going to help the overall society.
Learning is really about experience, it's about discussion, it's about gaining perspective. And that was something that was a very crucial element in our class.
There's no data that shows this. There's no data that can capture this. But this is going to live with them forever.